previous episode of Simply Explained was about BitLocker and how BitLocker works. Well, this time it's TrueCrypt. So in today's video and today's episode of Simply Explained, we are going to talk about TrueCrypt, how to use TrueCrypt, and how to decode or unlock TrueCrypt without password. We'll also try to understand how TrueCrypt works and why you should be using TrueCrypt. So without wasting time, let's start with the video. In today's episode of Simply Explained, we are going to talk about TrueCrypt. TrueCrypt is a freeware utility. Yes, it is a free software that is freeware for OTFE, that is on the fly encryption. That is, you can encrypt files on the go. TrueCrypt is basically used to create a virtually encrypted disk within a file. Yes, you have heard it right. You can encrypt a disk partition and create an entire storage device inside a single file. Unfortunately, development of TrueCrypt was discontinued on May 28, 2014, but the source code is still available for compilation and use. It was originally released in 2004 based on the software E4M, that is encryption for the masses. So it was a software that was released and which used to run on Windows and Mac OS and even on Linux, and supported the AES, Serpent and Twofish encryption algorithms. It also included a feature called possible deniability that creates a hidden virtual volume within another volume. On Microsoft Windows, it can create and run an hidden encrypted operating system whose existence can be possibly denied. Now, the most important question is TrueCrypt very secure, or should you use TrueCrypt? So the answer is simple and no, because TrueCrypt is something that was discontinued in 2014. There are a lot of development into it, and there is a successor of TrueCrypt called VeraCrypt, which is an alternative, but the original TrueCrypt is no longer considered secure and it may have exploitable vulnerabilities and it can be decrypted. So this was the main window of TrueCrypt, wherein you have to select a volume and select the file, and you can encrypt it and even mount, unmount devices and dismount all the files. So this is how it worked, and a simple file will be created in the location which will be encrypted and which cannot be opened by anything else but TrueCrypt. The idea underlining the file container is similar to idea behind compressed.zip files. So you can put tons of files and folders inside a single container and then encrypt it. So this is something that was taken from .zip and .rar compressions, and yes, you can actually use .zip and encrypt it and add passwords to it. So TrueCrypt also allowed you to mount and unmount volumes and drives. This is how it looked, and you had to enter a password which can be saved in the memory, and you can also save the password in key files. If you are a forensic investigator, then I would strongly suggest you to check Elcom's disk drive decryptor. It is a forensic investigation tool used by cops to decode and decrypt tools and decrypt all the encryptions like VeraCrypt, TrueCrypt and even BitLocker. We have uploaded a detailed video on how you can use the tool, and what are the features of the tool and how and what you can do with the tool. So if you want to learn more about decrypting these files, then I would strongly suggest you to check the video on YouTube. And in case if you are interested in tech and if you want regular videos, tech explanatory regular videos, then I strongly suggest you to check my channel and subscribe to it, because on this channel, on Simply Explained, we make regular videos, regular tech explanatory videos. So again, it's me Priyank and you are watching Simply Explained on YouTube.